Hello guys, it's been a while really, and I welcome you to this video, right? It's Printf project. Some time back, I did a video on Printf and I gave you guys steps on how you can start collaborate with your partner, how you can start the project, and as well how you can go about it, right? And after that video, ALX came up with their policy of copyright plagiarism and all of that. So there was need from popular demand and people saying no, they've been flagged by Kimber. So I thought it wise to come up with this video on how to help you. Though I understand that the program can be demanding and you are not doing it full time, writing a Printf project. Hey, believe me, after coding for some time and they ask you, do this project, and you might have a lot of stuff to do. These are understandable, right? So sometimes you may want to, it's advisable, I'll really advise you, learn how to do the project, right? If you have luxury of time, please go through the step of how Printf is supposed to look like. I will really advise you to do that, right? And try as much as possible to understand what is happening behind the scene. But let's say you don't have all of the time in 5 days to really inch out a Printf project, right? And you have a template to work with. In this video, I want to show you how you can actually work with that template. Somebody told me he tried working on the code and the errors he got, it was so frustrating. That is why I'm doing this video, to show you how you can work with a template, customize it to be your own and not get that cold email that you have been flagged by Kimber. It can be disheartening, it can really dampen your spirit. That is why I'm doing this video. I always want to help. I always, in my own little way, want to guide in my own way. I've been busy really, but I thought it wise. This will really help a lot of you guys. So that is why I'm working on this. So though, if I have the time, I'll have to look into the project deeply. But this one is a guide on how to, make that customized, make that template, customize it to be your own, not just pulling out everything and putting in your code. Say you've done Printf, you're going to be flagged by Kimber, right? So having said that, again, yeah, this is the project. You can look through this. So I will just have to get a terminal. Let me minimize this. All right, so if I list, I'll just have to cd into Printf so that we get started with it. All right. Oh, sorry. cd Printf. Okay. All right, guys, this is what we have, and believe me, the project is really intact. This is going to give you a standard Printf, but you cannot put this code into your terminal and just push it to GitHub and expect that you won't be flagged. It doesn't work that way. If you try putting this code exactly into to your terminal and push to GitHub, is going to be flagged by Kimber. So how do you work on it? How do you make it your own? That is why we are here, right? So these are the files. These are the files we have here. The first thing, step by step, first, you have to go into each of the function, or at least 60% of the functions, and modify the function, as well as the variables. I know you are lost. But don't worry, I'm going to go into it and I'm going to show you how it really works, right? So these are files, readme, author. You can put anything you want to put in that. So if I do vi main.h, this is the main.h file where all the functions prototype are, right? So let me go back, column WQ. So let's first we are going to go through them one after the other, and I'll show you how you can customize it to be your own so that you won't be flagged by Kimber. Nobody loved that code email. So I'll start with this digit_u, digit_u.c, right? So just a moment. So what we have here, this is the file, guys. This is the file, and this is the comment. Like, you know, there's a comment section. We are including the main.h file, and there are, take note, in Printf you are supposed to have at not more than 5 functions in a file. So how many do we have here? We have this, we have the second one here, we have the third, we have the third function here, then we have the fourth, and of course the fifth one. This one has, you know, 5 functions, so you are not supposed to have more than 5 functions in a file. So this is it. So what I'm talking about really is that you have to modify from here, this from the comment. You see, to print is a function name. To print, right? And you have to first make changes to that function name, then go to main.h file and modify it as well. That is what we are going to do right about now. So to print, I want to modify that function name. I come here. Let's say I want to change it to my print. If you are doing this, you need all the focus, because you don't want to, every point you need to compile the code. While you are working on the template, you need to compile at every point. If you make changes, you compile again to be sure that you are doing the right thing, right? So whatever functions you are changing, you need to write it down, and as well write down the new name. If I'm changing to print to my print, I have to write down that I changed to print function to my print, and go to main.h file. I do the same thing. I don't know if you understand that. So yeah, I come here to print. I want to modify it. I want to give it my print, my_print, right? Then the comment, of course, you can tweak the comment. So checks to check in, you can just do your thing. Just for this other part, you can as well, you know, make some changes there. And after that, I've changed that to my print. Then I'll come here and as well make that change here. So to print here, I'll change to my print. I believe you are following. Okay, let's say, okay, before I change to print, let me compile the code so that you will see that it's a working, it compile. You have to be sure that your code compile before you use if you want to use that template, right? So back to print, let me just go and compile so that you see on your own that it worked at the beginning, at the initial stage. To print, right? No problem. So just column WQ. All right, this code is here, compilation, your code. So you have to get familiar with this because you'll be using it while you are doing all of this. So you paste this. If I hit enter, it waits for some time and return. It did not show any error. It means that the code compiled smoothly without any issue. So let's go back now. vi digit underscore u.c, digit underscore u.c. So I hit enter, it takes me here. So where were we? We are trying to change to print to my print. So I come here, I remove to print, I do my print, I come to the function here, function prototype, then to print, I'll change it back to my print. So you see that modification, right? That is the only thing, that is not the only thing you can modify, but you have to do it sequentially, one after the other, so that you can keep track of what you are changing, because it's not just in this file you are changing. You have to go back to main.h file as well as other places that is going to reflect, right? That is going to reflect. So take for instance, I have changed it here, right? I did not go to main.h. So let me leave here. I'm trying to explain it so that you get something. Column WQ. And I go to main.h via main.h. All right, I'm here. I have to look for that function, right, to print. And as you can see, it's right here, staring at me. So to print, it's to print here. I have changed it in the file. That means I have to come back here to main.h to change that function name as well. So let's not change it. I'm going to show you what will happen if we do not change it here, so that you know why you are. If you change something, you get all the errors and you give up, and you just give up and put the same exact code and push it to GitHub. It doesn't work that way. So I come to my compilation code, I pick this up. So just hold on and see what we are going to get here. I paste and try to compile again. You see, errors have started coming in, right? Thank God they are not really much this time. So you see this error is saying undefined reference, right? To print in func_p.c. I have that file here, func_p.c. So this error is here. Another one is supposed to be main.h, remember, right? So let's just go to, let's go to vi func_print p, dot c, func_p.c. So all right, so I'll hit enter. So what I'm looking for where I have that to print, right? I'm going to check for where I have to print. That is why you have to pay attention. I tried looking through this file. They said it's in print table. It's print table. There's a function called Okay. Just hold on. I think it should be in this function. Let me see. Okay. So you can see, guys, look at this line. They used that to print here, right? So I have to come here and change that to print to my print, which I change in the other in the digit underscore u.c file. So I come here, I make this change, insert, I come and change to print here. So what? I change it to my print. Right? I change it to my print. So that is it. Have we done that? Escape, colon, WQ. I come back here. I compile again. Though I know that I have main.h, but let's just try. I have main.h to change to. All right. So you see. Okay. So another error is coming in. Oh, I think it's my print. That is why I say you have to write down VUDG underscore U dot C. Okay, it's mine underscore print, right? So I come back and they are telling me that here in function non-printable, there is my print. Yes, that is what I want. My underscore print, that is what I want. So let's just go to main.h. So like I said, it's here, and to print will become what? Insert. To print will become what? My print, my underscore print. Right? So escape, colon, WQ. Let's see. I'm compiling again. Ladies and gentlemen, my code have compiled now successfully. I don't know you if you are getting what I'm saying, right? So we had an error, though it quoted that it's supposed to be in func_p, and you know what? Some people, they'll come back here and change my print when they change it, if I change it back to print. That is not going to work. You go to the main.h file. Any function name you change, you must, there's all the functions are in the main.h file. You have to go back to the main.h file and change that. It's becoming clear, right? So that is how you do that. Apart from that, so you can go on. Let me go to another file. Let me clear here. So you see that the code have compiled again. Let me clear. So let's go back to the digit underscore u.c. Oh, sorry, vi digit underscore u.c. All right, so we just made a change and it has worked perfectly. And again, you see this. And if you come to the function here, it's also there. This C, this function prototype, there is C here. There is C here. So this C as well, you can change it to whatever, any alphabet, any other alphabet you want to, since the template have C. So what do? I tap insert again, I come to C, I change C, I change C to what? What do you want to change it to? I change C to E, right? Of course, you can, the other comment in this side, you can tweak it and make some changes, right? So, of course, if C is printable, just E, if E is printable. So here I come to the the function prototype now, and I remove C. C is now E. I come back to the code body. I have C here. I change C to E, right? I come back here to, you see C here. I change C to what? To E, right? So that is what I need to do here. So I do escape column WQ. Okay. Guess where do we need to change that C again to E? Can you place a guess? Main. Did I just hear you say main.h? That is correct. So I have to go back vi main.h. I go to my main.h file. I look for that. Okay. Insert. All right. So you see my print. This is where we are, right? So, okay, it's not reflected here. So if there was C here, you change it to E. So since it's not here, let's go back, try and compile, right? I'm just showing you ways you can work on this thing, make it your customized Printf project without getting flagged. Let's do it again. Yes, our code has compiled again successfully, right? We just made another modification. We went to main.h, that C is not there. If it was there, again, you change it to E, right? I believe you are following. So you can change the function name, change some of the elements in the function prototype. You can change them as well. Go back to main.h and change them as well. I believe it's making more sense. So let's try again with another file. I go to, what file am I looking at now? vi, let's say exact.c. Okay, I have this file. Just open this file and okay, I have my function here. So again, of course, I can change exact_p to exact. You change whatever you want to change it to. Let me say, I just need to say exact_m. That's what I want it to be called. And this thing here, you could change for print thing. You just tweak that. Then I have format here. Again, this format, you can modify it, please. Change it to something else. You see this? You can change all of this, both list and any change you do in this comment here, you come back here. Okay, we had exact, and we change that exact to what now? Exact_m instead of exact_p. You can change the whole name. Don't use exact, use something else, right? Use something else. Then, okay, since we changed that exact, then, okay, we changed exact. So what else do you think we can do here? Integers are declared here. They declare some variables. You see val_i. You can change that in the, what is it called? Val_i. This variable name, you can change it. Just if you change that, you are going to change it throughout the code, the program, right? So let's say I have val on that. I don't want to use val_i here. I change it, right? So I want to use, let's say, okay, let's just say bar_i. That is the variable name I want to use. So that means I have to go through where I have val underscore I here, I change it, that variable name, change this to the new val underscore I that I just changed that to, right? So let's just quickly do that. Okay, so this val underscore I change it to bar underscore I. Then I go back here. I have it here too. I change this val to bar underscore I. It's here. I change it again. To bar underscore I. You see the same here. I change it to, right? Then it's here again. I have to do all of this. If not, if I try compiling, it can never compile. I go back. Okay, I have to change it to bar underscore I. I just look through everywhere I have that, and change here in this function. It's a variable, right? Bar. Is it here again? Okay. Bar. All right. So that is it. So I just made that change. I changed that variable, right? And precision, you can do the same to precision. So I think I have done I've changed that. You can change precision. Okay, so having done that, I do my escape. Remember, we change exact underscore M to what? Underscore, it was underscore P. We change it, so you go and change it in the main.h file. So WQ exact underscore. So I go to my main.h. Please always ensure you write it down, the name, old name, and the one you are changing it to, so that you won't make any mistake. If there are mistakes, your code cannot compile. So let's look at that let's look for that function, exact. Exact. Okay, it's right here. You see it here, exact underscore what? Underscore P. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go ahead and change it to what? What did we use? We use underscore M. So I'll go ahead, change it to underscore M, right? I've done that. So escape. Escape. Like I said earlier, you can, in the code body, you can change format, you can change you can change list. But I didn't do that here, right? Escape. WQ out. So if I try copy this compilation, this code to compile. If I compile now, let's see if we have some errors. All right, just one. This, just listen attentively. This same exact underscore P is not just in that place alone. Yes, I'm glad that another error is coming up. This is what I'm going to use to explain further. You see, after we changed it in the file body, went to main.h and changed it, but that was not enough for this particular one, right? They are telling us that there is another file which we call underscore printf.c, underscore printf.c, that we used that same that same function here. The function name exact underscore P was used here, right? And you know that we have changed it. So that means we have to go to this new file that the compilation detected that there is an error, because that old name was used in this file. So what do I do now? That's why I say I'm happy this second error came up. So I will VI, and the function there is underscore printf function. So I'll do VI underscore printf.c. Let me go to that file and make that change too. That is why it's always advisable. Change maybe 1 or 2 T at a time. Don't just go to open a file and modify everything. I want to compile. The error will be too many for you to keep track of. Make modification step by step so that you can go compile again. If it doesn't work, it will show you the error. You go to that file, make the change, and come back and compile. That is how it works, guys. So vi underscore printf.c, I need to do that. So they are saying that there is a function called underscore printf, this very one, right? That they use that exact underscore p, which we have changed to exact underscore m. So you have to go to the body, right, and try and figure it out. So that's where I am, and I'll go through it. Okay, so I think I've seen, yes, you have it here, right? You have it here. So I'll go ahead and make that change. Exact underscore p is now exact underscore what? Exact underscore m, right? So I think that is where, that's the only place we used it, in that function. Okay, so exact underscore m. So I haven't done that. I haven't made that change. I'll go back again, escape, column WQ, and I'm going to do bring back, come here and pick this code to compile. Here, pull it and try compiling again. I haven't made that change. So I paste, I compile. It shows an error, I go back again. So you see, it's compiled this time. At least a.out, it's compiled this time. So guys, this is just a guide. Please do not just pick. Gone are the days you just pick a code from GitHub and just put it on your terminal, you push, and you think that you are going to be flagged. Seriously. So that is why I needed to guide you step by step in this video how you go about this. You don't have all the time to start it from scratch. Okay, fine. You've taken a template to use, fine. Please don't just push the code exactly. Make modifications, make changes, and go back. Do that. Check, compile, go back again and make some changes. At least 50-60% change is fine. You do that, then you push your code and it's going to work. Kimba, you will not have any problem with Kimba. You will not have any problem with Kimba. Thank you for watching. I believe that this is helpful. I'm preparing another video on how you can actually do the code. I believe this is going to be helpful to you. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.